Hello, AEP 800. The next site that I'm going to show you is NoRedInk.com. This is a website. It's not available in an app form, so it's just available on the web. I use this for my middle school ELA for their grammar practice rather than doing worksheet after worksheet. This is nice to assign work from the grammar lectures. So I have my 6th, 7th, and 8th grade English classes on here. The kids know where to go to look for their work each week. They have a different assignment. I've heard some criticism about this website that some teachers are trying to rely on it too much to actually teach grammar rather than the teacher teaching it. So I'm pretty mindful of that, and I'm pretty mindful of when I do teach and explaining things, and also not just letting them go out on their own and sink or swim. I try to go around the room and work with them, especially the first day that it's assigned, to help get them going so they can be looking for problems and for patterns. So here's my 6th grade. I can view the assignments that I've assigned already this year. In progress, I don't have any in progress because today's Friday and we are a 4-day school week. So I assign work on Sundays. I actually post the work up. If the students want to go ahead and get started, they can. I also formally announce the assignment and do the grammar lecture on Mondays when I assign work. So then here are the past due assignments. We just got finished with commonly confused words. This would be it's, not, there, to. We did some more of those last week as well. The week before that, parts of speech practice. And in the beginning, they took a pre-test where we had a unit diagnostic, so then I could determine what they already knew coming in. Then we worked on concrete nouns and common nouns, and then we did other parts of speech. So that's what I've done. To create a new assignment, it's really easy. I can go ahead and create an assignment right here. Then you get the options. Do you want diagnostic? Do you want to practice? Do you want a quiz, or the writing cycle? Now, the writing cycle is premium. You do have to sign up for that. I don't use it. I probably could request to use it, but that's something that we do in a different way, just so I don't use the site too much. I found with the different technology that I use, if I mix it up, it keeps the students engaged and it keeps them interested. I know previously in a previous video, I showed Duolingo for Spanish, and that's really the only app other than Kahoot that I use. Some of the kids really like it. There are a couple who are, think, oh, this again. So for the NoRedInk, I try to kind of switch it up and just assign them grammar practice, and just enough that it's a little bit of homework and a little bit of practice. Nothing that's unattainable to finish. Okay, so you can create diagnostic tools to gauge understanding at the start of a semester or unit. I did that at the start of our year to see where my 6th graders were. I also used it with my 7th and 8th graders to see how much they retained from last year. So then you can click on practice. This is what we use a lot of practice for. And then it gives you your options, and it covers a wide range of topics from active and passive voice, capitalizing, commas, commonly confused words. I think these are really nice for especially 6th graders to practice so they can get that good foundation. And then it even gets into comparative and superlative adjectives and adverbs, connecting clauses, parts of speech. It even goes into MLA citation, dangling modifiers. So anything that basically is covered in the state standards that they need to learn, and also just basic practice. Some classes are weaker than others, depending on just the background knowledge. So you can really hone in on those skills. I really like it. I can't really click on student data because that's going to show my students' names. So for confidentiality purposes, I won't do that, but I can describe it a little bit. Basically, I click on my student data and it shows me who has done what and what percentage. I assign a different assignment each week, and then I can go back and check, and I usually grade. I have my assignments due the last day of the week at 4 p.m. Most of the time we go Monday through Thursday, so I have it done at 4 p.m. on Thursdays. I usually don't grade it until Sundays, so that gives the students a little bit of wiggle room on when they can get it in. I do accept late work. This is one of those things that I would rather have them do as much as they can and even turn it in late rather than just not do it or figure, okay, the time's up, I won't attempt it. So the standard that I'm using for my NoRedInk teachers, it's ISTE T3B. Teachers collaborate with students, peers, parents, and community members using digital tools and resources to support student success and innovation. And also ISTE T.1, teachers use their knowledge of subject matter, teaching, and learning and technology to facilitate experiences that advance student learning, creativity, and innovation in both face-to-face and virtual environments. This covers face-to-face and virtual environments. So because I do the grammar lecture on Mondays before we get started, and then it's up to them to do the work. Even though they do some guided work with me, they can come in and get help with it if there's just something that they're not understanding. So it's a mix between face-to-face and virtual. Another reason I like using NoRedInk, I like the fact that if students are gone for doctor's appointments, for school activities, that doesn't, their work doesn't have, there's no break in their work. They can just continue to work on this remotely and virtually. A lot of them have data plans on their phones. They can sign in using that. My 6th grade, they don't get to take their computers home, so I do allow them a little bit more time as they're getting used to more typing and more technology use. I do give them a little bit more time in class, and that also gives them the face-to-face support. So this is NoRedInk. This is the first year that I have gone fully to NoRedInk rather than the pencil and paper assignments.